These are the body postures that are available when you're creating templates or replacements for any of the three or four segments: subjective other, objective other, assessment other, plan other, or in the therapy section itself. You're going to start by selecting a button that you wish to modify, or an empty box that you would like to put something into. So in this case, we're going to select that we're talking about the body postures. So we're going to select Edit, and when we select Edit, you'll notice that the screen turns gray. Now this gray means that the buttons are in an edit state, so they can be edited. So click the button that you wish to edit. In this case, we're going to edit body postures. So we'll click body postures, and you'll see that this screen opens up. Now, you would leave this screen in the condition it's in if you were going to use a statement with something like, Bill said that he, she is no better today. So in that case, we would use the name pronoun, the box here with name, which would put the patient's name in, Bill, when it's replaced, states that he, she, would choose he for the pronoun, is no better today, period. Now that doesn't require any body posture or any opening of any additional screens, so that button would click none, and then that statement alone would be inserted into the note. If on the other hand you want to make a note that says something like, Bill said that his pain is shooting into his, and then you'd like to select, well then you're going to use a body posture. Now there's another possibility where you may just want the note to open. If you want to just open the note and type or dictate using the microphone button, then you would put name states that his pain is, or whatever the statement that you want to make, and then click the tab there for open note and save it. When you do this, you're going to open the note itself and be able to dictate directly into that position. The next thing that we're going to talk about is the keypad. The keypad is used when you want to record a number at the end of a sentence. So it may be name was able to perform during repetitions today numbering 52, or today the patient was able to do step climbing and was able to perform steps numbering 12. And it's something that ends in a 12 or in a number. The keypad is used anytime you wish to use numbers at the end of a text replacement. And it's simply used by selecting the number or 3-4 digit number. If it's degrees, you hit degrees, and you do not need a period because there's a period at the end of that. If it's just a number and you want to put a period like 120 over 75 period. And you can also edit all these boxes to the right side of the screen. You can change days, weeks, months. If you want to use metric, you can change the pound button to kilograms. All of them can be edited. The next button is the slider, and the slider is used to represent pain. You put your finger on the 0 and slide the number across the screen until it reaches the number reported by the patient. You may also elect to allow the patient to do this on their own. The next button is Body Posture 1. Body Posture 1 opens up the drawing of the man with all of the circles on him. Now this allows you to do something like a text replacement that would be something like name states that his pain is going into his/her, and then click the areas. The punctuation will be automatically added, as in all these screens, commas and period at the end. The punctuation is added when you hit the return screen or the return arrow button that takes you back to the main screen. The next button would be Body Posture 2, which is the true posture screen. In this screen you can select the abnormalities that were noted during a posture examination of the patient. Select all that apply from the AP and the lateral view. The next screen is muscle tissue. Muscle tissue allows you to choose whether the muscle is a medial, lateral, anterior, posterior issue, optional of course, or you can simply choose the regional muscles or groups of muscles that are noted for a problem. So you may want to say trigger points were noted in the, and then click the muscle tissue tab, and you would be able to select the group of muscles or numbers of muscles that had trigger points found in them during your examination. The next button is the muscle strength button. When you tab the muscle strength button at the end of a sentence, it gives you just a little bit different option than the others. Across the top you have 0 to 5. You first choose the number grading for the muscle or groups of muscles that you wish to report. So if you want to say gravity only, you would click number 3 and then choose the 1, 2, 3 or multiple muscles that applies to. Then choose the next grading if it applies and select the number of muscles. You can keep doing this as many times as you like. Always select the number first, then followed by the muscles that it applies to. When you're finished, click the return button or the return arrow in the top left corner. And when you open your note, you'll see that you have proper punctuation and all of the grading reported. The next button is the car body. Car body allows you to show a representation of where a vehicle was struck on impact or where it sustained damage. The last button is the body direction button. Body direction button shows a representation of a neutral patient, and you can report that the patient was looking up and to the left 45 degrees, or looking down and to the right 90 degrees, or any combination thereof. You can also just say that the patient was looking up, or that the patient was just turning their head 45 degrees to the right without the looking up or looking down button. When you click the return arrow, it will return you to the note with punctuation inserted into the proper places. I hope you find these replacement tabs useful in making your own custom template replacements for your practice.